We move on. Notre Dame and Stanford. It is Notre Dame 26-point road favorites at Stanford, 51.5 the total in this one. I'll tell you what, a lot of points, obviously, to lay here with Notre Dame in this spot. Stanford's been competitive at times, though. 0-6 at home this year, straight up, 2-4 against the spread. But you look at Stanford's recent losses. The Oregon State loss was ugly. They only lost by 12 against Cal. They did beat Washington State. They lost by 9 against Washington. They had those ugly losses there's just been a lot of all over the map. They've had a couple shocking wins. They've had a couple of really close losses, and then they've had a couple of ugly blowout losses. They've had a little bit of everything here, Stanford. So they're a tough team to handicap, but I don't know. It just feels a little too steep for me to lay it with Notre Dame, even though there's clearly big time on both sides of the football, big time matchup advantages in favor of Notre Dame. And as we saw in their wins against Wake and Pitt, albeit both of those were at home, they are capable of dismantling teams. That being said, now they got to go on the road and do it. They are the much better team, both sides of the ball. It just feels a little rich for my blood at 25-26. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Yeah, this is a ton. One thing with Stanford, which has been horrible, they suck at home. They're 0-6. They've just been awful. Man. And one thing, Notre Dame is like last week, just lay it. This is on the road a little bit. It's never an easy trip out there to Palo Alto, but they have the better defense. Like, and that's one thing with Stanford, getting 15 last week on Cal. It's like, man, their defense better come to play. So Notre Dame is just, do you want to lay this big number? You can maybe look Notre Dame team total. This is just their last game. Seems like they go in there, win it. It's just the big number. Can they, win this by 30?